Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshop. And today I am bringing you an MMM story. If anybody follows me, you know I am a sucker for the menage. I don't care who is involved. I love them. This one is called Last Call, and it's by Felice Stevens and Christina Lee. Last Call is the name of a bar. It is owned by Quinn and Gray. Quinn grew up in an affluent home, very wealthy. He was more or less raised by his nanny and like the housekeeper. Gray, on the other hand, grew up with really nothing. Quinn has this big heart of gold. You need a shirt, he'll give you the shirt off his back and every shirt he owns. Gray has grown up now very skeptical. You need a shirt? Okay, go buy one. You don't have the money? Get a job. I'm not giving you mine. You know, while Quinn's over here like, what do you need? I'll strip down naked if you need some clothes, you know? One of those kind of guys. Well, Gray was let go from like a dead-end factory job, and Quinn worked for his father until his father let him go because he just wasn't up to muster. So Quinn decided they were going to start this business together. And it's in this old, beautiful Victorian home. The downstairs is the business area. The upstairs is their living quarters. They're going to make this work. Well, as I've said, they've been best friends forever. And they've kind of had like this unrequited love for each other. Only really, I guess it's not unrequited because they do love each other. They just haven't said they love each other. They're both like, we're best friends. We don't want the friendship to get in the way of anything. We want this business to be successful. Quinn is saying that Gray is a very forward guy, says what he needs to say. He doesn't like beat around the bush. If he wanted Quinn, he would have said something by now. Gray's thinking that Quinn's very romantic and wants happiness and forever after. And if he had ever wanted Gray, he would have said something. So they're both like, the other should have said something by now if they wanted something. One night in the bar comes Emery, whom I'm madly in love with. This guy is very much down on his luck. He used to be one of the hands for a circus, you know, put up the tent, take it down, do whatever needed to be done. He knows how to do a lot of things. He too, like Gray, grew up with essentially nothing. He comes into the bar. Quinn, of course, notices something's up and tries just talking to him, you know, like a bartender, a friend, whatever. Emery doesn't want to talk. He's just here to drink his beer. Obviously, Gray's like, this guy looks sketchy. Keep an eye on him. And Quinn's like, dude, got it. Well, after a couple nights of coming, Emery decides that he's going to try to get some money. Not from Quinn and Gray, but kind of win it in a game of chance with some other patrons at the bar. This does not go over well. And when he goes to leave, his car cannot go anywhere. So Quinn comes up with this great suggestion of, you can stay at the bar. And Gray's like, holy hell, what are you doing? And he's like, dude, come on now. The guy can't go anywhere. What do you want him to do? So that night, like this huge storm rolls through and causes some great damage to the house. And Gray, of course, is like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to call the insurance. We're gonna have to call a roofer. We're gonna have to call somebody to repair this window. And Emery's like, listen, you guys gave me a place to crash. And if you let me stay here for just a little bit, I will earn my keep. I can fix all of this and be out of your hair. Well, what starts out as like this simple business transaction quickly becomes more. As I said, Quinn and Gray are already attracted to each other. They just won't admit it. And Emery can see this. Quinn is also attracted to Emery, and Gray is also attracted to Emery. And how things come about, it's like, on one hand, it's really sweet, and on the other hand, it's quite painful. Because Gray and Emery kind of have this connection, their pasts. They know a rough road. Not that Quinn hasn't had to live a rough road or doesn't know anything about, you know, tough times, but these two know something about tough times, having trust issues, relying on somebody. And so from here, it's creating this relationship, trust, friendship, moving forward. And then it comes to communication. They make like simple ground rules, but they don't state their feelings and what's going on and what the future holds. And this causes some disconnect and some discord, and some things happen. Quinn's past comes back into the future, like literally, and it kind of boggles both Gray and Emery. Like, what are we supposed to do with this situation? And then they kind of bring the past to them, which sets Emery on like this spiraling, I'm not meant to be here. These two are meant to be together. I'm not meant to be here. I'm gonna make this decision, which is one of the things that I absolutely hate, without talking to anybody. And this causes great stress and anxiety for both the other men. My big issue with this book. Okay, first off, and this is not an issue because if you follow me, you know I love multiple points of view with characters. I love seeing the characters' points of view with different things. It really creates more of the story, you get more of the feeling, and I can build from there. What I didn't like is that all the characters to me sounded, acted, were the same. There was a little bit of difference when it came to Emery, like I could tell when he was talking, but the other two, not quite so much. I didn't get a feel for the town. I got a feel for some of the town's people, but not the town itself. Like I never felt like I knew where we were. But if you're wanting a storyline, if you're wanting a lot of hot sex, then this story is good, fantastic. Sexy as sin, you're gonna love it. I am giving Last Call by Felice and Christina Lee 4 stars. What I am going to do for you is I am going to leave the Amazon link down below so you can click it and be on your way to a steamy read. So good. If you've enjoyed this review, I'm gonna ask that you'll make that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm recovering from surgery number 2 this year, so I kind of don't know when new content will come out, and that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave Stalker Links in plenty. Go, click, investigate, enjoy. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read, or some light editing proofreading you would like done, you may request via website. Last Call by Felice and Christina Lee, a MMM romance, 4 stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf, and today I am bringing you Trust with a Chaser by Annabeth Albert. This is book number 1 in the Rainbow Cove series, and I read book 1, I've read book 2, and I am in love. I'm quite addicted to Annabeth Albert, and anything that she writes, I'm like, all right. And I kind of fell behind on my Annabeth Albert books. I was really sad.